Welcome to the IPEP tutorial on legal representatives and contact points. The aim of this tutorial is to explain the difference between the two roles and how the information is entered into IPEP. Legal representatives are responsible for entering the information in IPEP and also to file and sign the AFA on behalf of the rights holder. They are the one that in the AFA form will appear under box 4. They will also have to enter the AORI number, and as I said, they will be signing the AFA and be responsible for the content in the AFA that they have filed on behalf of the rights holder. Different is the contact points in IPEP or the enforcement contacts. In the AFA form, you will find them in boxes 7 and 8, or if it's a union AFA, listed on the annex indicated in box 9. These legal contacts and technical contacts are the contact points when it comes to detention notifications for the different member states. Depending on the size of the company, it might be maybe one contact point for both technical and legal matters in all the member states, or for some regions, or a bigger rights holder will have maybe one representative in each of the member states. Two things requested from customs here: wherever possible, please enter, instead of entering the nominal email, the personal email of the contact point, wherever possible, enter a mailbox, a general mailbox, so that if the contact point is on leave or is on holidays, that when there is a notification, there's still somebody who can pick up the notification and deal with it. Second, wherever possible, for the contact point for technical matters, if it's somebody from the company who really knows the technical details of the product, sees and can really identify a fake, please, wherever possible, it's very convenient to indicate somebody from the company. In any case, you need to have in the AFA at least one legal and one technical for all the applicable member states where the AFA is going to be applicable in. So, how is this information entered in IPEP? When it comes to the legal representative information is stored under the company details. So, in company information, you go to company details and you click on update. When you scroll down, you will come to a section where it reads include legal representative, and you can just click on add legal representative. You can add more than one. You just enter the name and the email and complete at least the mandatory fields that are all marked with a red asterisk. You need to also indicate one telephone number, be it the telephone or the mobile or even the fax. One of the three needs to be entered minimum. And if the legal representative files the AFA on behalf of the right holder, they need to also enter the AORI number. It can be the AORI number of the legal office or of the particular lawyer, but it needs to be entered. The moment the entry is saved, automatically the related AORI name will appear, and this is the AORI, the name that will also appear in box 4 as a name of the legal representative. You will also need to file and you will also need to add a power of attorney that will be filed in the AFA for customs. What you also need to indicate, and this is now mandatory, is the countries where the legal representative is responsible for. So if he is going to file a union AFA, then of course he will be responsible for all the member states, but he may be only filing national AFAs for certain member states, so he's only responsible for some member states. Please indicate it. What is interesting here is that we now can limit the access of the legal representative to the information of the countries they are responsible for. So the legal representative with limited access can only see their own information. They cannot see the information of other legal representatives. And when it comes to contact points, they will only be able to see the contact points and edit the contact points of the countries they cover. They will only view and manage the AFA information on the AFAs related to the countries they cover. So even if the country is included or listed in a union AFA, they will be able to see it in the AFA tab, but they will not be able to access and see the content. That's the same for suspicious cases and alerts. They will only see these cases for the countries they cover. This is new. It does not contemplate the legacy data of all the legal representatives that have been appointed over the years. So if you want to limit the access to your accounts to some country covered, please reach out to the IPEP team so we can implement and activate this limitation. So once it's done, you save everything, and then this is the legal representative information that, as I mentioned, is to be found under the company details. When it comes to the contact points, here it's the same thing. You can add a new enforcement contact and then complete the information, the countries covered, whether the person is responsible for technical or legal questions, same spiel, and also indicate the countries where it is responsible for. You can also, if it's a larger number of contact points and you have the same list in different accounts, you can import or export the contact points onto your desktop in the format of an Excel. So once you have the contact point entered and you're going to use it for maybe for other clients' accounts, you can just click on export. An Excel will open. You can save the Excel on the desktop, and then in the next account import the information. In the contact points, there is the option to have one main enforcement contact in the company. This information is not translated to the AFA. This is a pure IPEP information that ensures that when any of the other contact points receives an automatic notification of IPEP, it could be a suspicious case notification sent by customs to the rights holder, the main enforcement contact is always in copy of any of the notifications the other contact points receive. This ensures that there is somebody who has an overview of what is going on. What you can also do is you can share the contact point information with intermediaries. We have now the e-commerce marketplaces on board, but we have also other types of intermediaries that are joining soon, such as payment platforms and other types of intermediaries. There you have to explicitly share your contact point with them, which you can do by sharing, clicking on the share button, and then they have access to this particular contact point. Please note that the intermediaries don't have access to any of your account information. It is just the contact point information if they want to reach out to you. And this is all for this section. Please remember, we have monthly demo sessions every last week of the month where we do a walkthrough and explain all these in details. You also have more information in the step-by-step user guide, and you can always reach out to the IPEP team for any assistance and questions you may have. Thank you.